everyone. Tonight is part 3 of The Forest That Whispers Names. If you have not listened to part 1 and 2, please make sure to check those out first. Links in the description. Jacob escaped the forest once, but the forest never let go of him. Now he's going back desperate, haunted, and willing to confront whatever lives among the trees. If you enjoy multi-part horror sagas, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment to keep the series alive. Now, settle in. This is the continuation of a nightmare that refuses to end. Jacob thought leaving the forest would be the hardest thing he'd ever do. He was wrong. Living with the memory was worse. Every night, Elise's screams tore through his dreams. Every morning, her voice whispered his name from the space between waking and sleep. Every moment in between, he felt the weight of something unseen watching him. He hadn't slept through the night in 3 months. He hadn't talked to anyone about what happened. He hadn't opened the door to his closet. Not since the day he found pine needles inside. Even though he lived in a 3rd-floor apartment with no trees anywhere near it. But the worst part wasn't the nightmares, or the hallucinations, or the guilt. The worst part was this. He kept hearing Elise calling him. Soft, faint, not the imitation voice the forest used. Her real voice. Elise, he whispered one night, sitting upright in bed. And somewhere in the dark corner of his room, the air stirred. Jacob, a whisper, broken, desperate. Her. He ran from the apartment that night, shaking, tears burning his eyes. And he made his decision. He was going back. He spent days preparing. Food, water, rope, flashlight, backup batteries, a small axe, a compass, matches, a journal. He packed everything that made him feel human. Nothing helped, because deep down, Jacob knew nothing he carried mattered. The forest chose who stayed and who left, but he had left Elise behind. He couldn't live with that. He wouldn't. 2 hours before dawn, Jacob reached the trailhead of Larkspur Forest. The wooden sign loomed ahead, warped and splintered by age. He swallowed hard. "Okay," he whispered. "I'm here, Elise, I'm coming." He expected a whisper in reply. Nothing came. Not yet. Jacob stepped into the trees. It felt wrong immediately. The first time he entered the forest, it had been quiet, but natural. This time, the stillness felt like a trap closing. No birds, no insects, no wind, just Jacob, and the certainty that something in the trees knew he was back. He took a step. "Elise," he whispered into the dark. "If you can hear me, I'm coming for you. Just hold." A branch cracked. Not ahead, not behind. Above, Jacob stiffened. He slowly raised his flashlight. The beam shook in his hand. Something clung to the underside of a thick branch. Something long, humanoid, and horribly thin. Its limbs were bent backwards. Its skin looked like dead bark, pulled too tight over bones. Its head dangled upside down, face staring directly at him. But it had no eyes, no nose, just a long vertical slit where its mouth should be, a slit that slowly peeled open. When it spoke, the voice that came out was not its own. Jacob, Elise's voice. His blood froze. Follow. The creature crawled backwards into the canopy without making a sound. Jacob stood panting, heart hammering so loud he wondered if the forest could hear it. No, he whispered. That wasn't her. That wasn't her. It was just copying. But he followed anyway, because even if it was Elise, what if it was? Time twisted in Larkspur. Jacob walked for minutes, or hours, or days. He lost count. His watch died. His compass spun. His flashlight flickered. Sometimes he shouted Elise's name. Sometimes he whispered it. Sometimes he only thought it. And still the forest answered. Jacob, she's waiting. Come closer. He ignored the voices. He kept walking. Every so often he saw the creature again, clinging to a tree, crouching in the distance, or crawling across the path with unnatural silence. It always used Elise's voice. Jacob this way, but he didn't follow it. He followed the feeling, the one place in the forest where guilt pulled him like a magnet. The clearing, the one he and Elise had circled again and again. The one the forest used to keep them trapped. The one where Elise disappeared. He followed the ghosts of his own footsteps. After what felt like days with no sleep, Jacob saw it. The clearing, the dead trees, the fallen log, the unnatural symmetry. His breath caught. Elise, he whispered. Silence. He stepped deeper. Elise, please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The forest watched him. Windless leaves rattled overhead. Branches creaked. The air thickened. Then, Jacob, he spun. She was there, standing at the edge of the clearing. Elise, but she looked wrong. Her hair hung in long, tangled vines. Her clothes were torn, fused with scraps of moss. Her skin seemed rooted to the air itself, like she wasn't standing, but growing. Her arms were thin, almost branch-like, and her eyes were Elise, but everything around her was not. Elise, Jacob whispered, voice breaking. I found you. She tilted her head. The motion was slow, too slow. You came back, she murmured. Jacob stepped closer. Elise, I'm here now. I'm taking you home. Her smile flickered. You should not have come, she whispered. Jacob froze. Elise. The forest whispered along with her voice, threads of wind that weren't wind. You left once, she said softly. The forest remembers. He shook his head violently. I didn't leave you, I was thrown out. I would have stayed, I would have. You didn't, she said. Tears ran down his face. Please, let me help you. Elise looked at him with sorrow, or the memory of sorrow. You can't help me, she whispered. But you can stay with me. Jacob swallowed hard. Elise, what did it do to you? Her eyes darkened with a pain deeper than death. I am the forest, she said, and the forest is me. Jacob backed up. Elise. She stepped closer, and with each step, the ground beneath her sprouted roots that curled around her ankles. The forest was growing through her. Elise, fight it, please. She reached a hand toward him. It shook violently, as if torn between two wills. You have to go, she said. It will take you too. I don't care, Jacob whispered. I'm not leaving without you. Her expression wavered hope, horror, love, fear, all fighting for space. Jacob, her voice trembled. Run. Branches burst from the ground around them, dozens, hundreds, twisting upward like skeletal hands. The forest screamed. The creature emerged from the shadows, taller, more monstrous than before, its limbs stretching like hungry roots. Elise's voice, the forest's voice, and something deeper all spoke at once. You cannot have her back. Jacob grabbed Elise's hand. For 1 second, a single breath, he felt her squeeze his palm. Jacob, she whispered, I love you. Then she shoved him. Hard. Jacob flew backwards, crashing through branches, tumbling down a slope he didn't remember climbing. When he looked up, she was gone. The clearing was gone. The forest was silent. Too silent. Jacob screamed her name until his voice broke. He ran in every direction. He clawed at trunks, tore up roots, shredded his hands in desperation. He found nothing. The forest would not show her again, because Elise had chosen for him. She saved him. Again, he collapsed onto the forest floor, broken, sobbing. Elise, please, I can't leave you. But the forest whispered one final time, cold as stone. She stays. Jacob staggered blindly until he found the trail. Hours later, maybe days, he stumbled out of the trees. He lived, but he did not escape. Not really, because the forest wasn't done with him. Not yet, and neither was she. Every time Jacob sleeps, he dreams of her face. Sometimes she looks like Elise. Sometimes she looks like bark. Sometimes he hears her saying the words he never wanted to hear. Come back. And Jacob knows one day he will, because the forest only needs one. But Jacob, he needs Elise, and the forest knows it. It's waiting. That was part 3 of The Forest That Whispers Names. If you want part 4, a final confrontation, a rescue attempt, or even a full-blown origin story of the forest, comment below and let me know. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next chapter. And remember, some forests don't forgive, some forests don't forget, and some forests whisper your name. Sleep well, if you can.